Hi, this is Jacob Wolf with ESPN Esports, and I am joined by ESAM, no stranger to our channel. You were on the show earlier in the week, and now here at Genesis 7 in Oakland, you are advancing to top 8 on Sunday. How does it feel?
It feels really, really good. Beating someone like Nairo in the qualifying match, someone that has had such a storied history in Smash Bros. In general, it felt really good. I've always known I can do it. This is my first top 8 at an S tier, technically, because Glitch got downgraded in that whole fiasco. But I played really well. I executed my game plans against literally everyone I played perfectly, and it led me here. And I knew I could do it, and Pikachu's busted.
It's a little poetic. You and Nairo, you're two of the few veterans that still exist in Ultimate who have kind of been here since Brawl and been consistently atop the leaderboard since then. How did it feel going into that, knowing there was so much history between the two of you?
It's one of those, like, during the match, I don't really think about it, but before and after, I'm definitely like, damn, Nairo's just been there forever. You know, at some point in Brawl, we were probably considered the top 2 U.S. players. There were Apex 2012, I got 4th, he got 3rd, Japan got 2nd and 1st. There were Skatars that we got 1st and 2nd, or it would be like us 2 and Japan, or like Canada or something like that. So it's definitely like present, and I really like that storyline. But even though he's been doing better than me basically forever, he's been higher ranked on me in every ranking we've ever been on. But I just am that guy that can just beat him. I'm a thorn in his side, and it's always been really difficult for him to beat me when he was the best. Well, actually didn't really beat him in Brawl. I beat him like once, which was after Smash 4 came out. But then Smash 4, he was like the second best player. Clearly, he beat Zero. And then I'm just like, hi, I'll beat you. And then, but like I beat him, like I think our set count was like 4-2 my favor, 5-2 my favor. I don't remember exactly. But then in Ultimate now, it's 3-1 my favor, even though, again, he just got 4th on the PGR. He's been doing incredibly well overall. He's arguably the hottest player right now, considering he won Let's Make Big Moves, and he's just like, so few people can beat him, but I'm one of them, and I'll take that.
Well, you do have an interesting challenge tomorrow. You have Mars first, and then there's a possibility that you will meet DeBuzz or MKLeo, both very consistent and very good players. First on Mars, teammate, someone you've been able to watch and play against for quite some time now, also been around for a little bit. How do you feel about going into tomorrow against Mars on Sunday?
Me and Mars is always super fun. We're both very explosive players, but have a tendency to also be defensive when we need to be. It's so back and forth. He gets me with like the most ridiculous combos or call-outs, and I'm just flabbergasted. I look at him and I'm just like, how did you do that? Like, what was that? And he's just like, I don't know, man, I just felt it. And we're both very feel-based players, so it can be very explosive. I think last season we were 3-1 his favor or 2-1 his favor. I don't remember, but I can do it, and I know I can do it, especially Pika does win the matchup, and now that I've kind of unlocked playing a lot safer and like not just like headstrong all the time, that's kind of why I've been doing so well in every set. I mean, like this tournament, other than Nairo, I have 3-stocked every single opponent I've played. Like round of 16, 3-stock, round of 32, 3-stock, round of 64, 3-stock. It didn't matter who it was, except for Nairo, but I went up 3 stocks to win game 5, to be fair. But I don't know, I'm playing super well, and he's playing super well. It can go either way, but if I lose to him, nothing but respect.
So you meet MKLeo tomorrow, the best player in the world, inarguably. Yes, but you know, this is his tournament in a sort of way. He's won 3 in a row, and he has the opportunity to make that 4 tomorrow. How do you feel about how that matchup would look if you get that far to have it?
I mean, I am one of the only players in the world that has a positive set record over Leo. I beat him at Gommel, he beat me at Shine, I beat him at Ultimate Summit 2. So I know I can do it, and I am one of the people that has done it the most frequently. Like, I have more wins in 3 sets against Leo than the majority of people do in like 8 sets, 9 sets.
To be fair, most people at like Samsora and Tweak and Nairo have played him more than 10 sets. Exactly. We're talking like 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like my ratio on him is like literally, I think, the best in the world of people that have played him more than once, because there might be like a player that's like 1-0, like Umeki or something. Oh no, actually Umeki lost him as Congo Saga. But anyway, so I'm very, very confident going into that, just because like if he beats me, he's the best player in the world. Oh no, I only lost to the best player in the world, and he obviously outplayed me because he's Leo and he outplays literally every single person in the scene to a scarily high consistency, and it's bothersome. But I can do it. That's it.
How do you think somebody that young, I believe he's 20, 21 now, his birthday is always right around Genesis, so it's hard, it's 20. He's always right around Genesis. His birthday's always right around Genesis, I remember that much. How do you think someone like that, having done this for as long as you have, remains so composed?
Honestly, he's just used to it. I mean, he was a top player in Mexico before he was able to travel to the States. for years, whether it was Brawl, he was a top player in his scene, although I obviously didn't know him. In Smash 4, everyone's like, hey man, watch out for this MKLeo guy. And then when Mr. R went down to that Smash Factor and got like blown the hell up, like he got bodied. Like and Mr. R, like second at Evo, la-di-da, I'm really good, loses to a kid that no one knows. So I was like, oh God. And then he just consistently, after that, was just like, yeah, I can beat players. Oh, I lost to like the top 3 players in the world at the GOML he went to. And then it's like, okay, I'm here. Hands. And he's just used to it. I don't know how he's used to it. He like never breaks under pressure, which like you think so many grand finals, he's going to break like sometimes. And he just doesn't. He's just good. You have to maintain as composed as Leo to beat him. And I don't know how many people can do that, except maybe me sometimes. And like, that's it.
He has an admirable consistency to a point that not many players do. You've done this for a long... Yeah, exactly. You've done this for a long time. You have struggled to stay consistent, but you are always relevant. You've always placed quite high. But what do you think it takes to sort of break the barrier and finally win a major in Ultimate?
I have won a single major so far, but it's just, you got to just play your game. You have to somehow be at 95+% of your potential for 3 days straight. Maybe not the first day because it's typically your easier matches, but it's just hard to just wake up and play exactly the same as I did versus Nairo right there, or at other tournaments play exactly the same as I did making it out of pools or my round 2 pool. It's so difficult to do that. Obviously, better characters help because sometimes you're like, I'm not playing that great. Let me just, I'm playing a really good character. It's fine, I'll win anyway. But like when you're at top level and everyone's playing good characters and everyone has that mindset and everyone has the ability to win a major, it's just hard. And honestly, one thing for me that I always like, one of the reasons I can stay as composed is because in tight matches, in close matches, in game 5 scenarios like against Nairo, I think, and I'm just like, wow, I'm having so much fun. Because realistically, I'm here playing Smash Brothers, the game I have played since I was a kid. It is fun. Yeah, there's pressure because it's my job, and it's for money, and it's for whatever, all the implications that exist all around that. But it's a video game and it's fun, and that is literally first and foremost all the time for me. So being able to play Nairo, like, I'm like, okay, that was really bad, however I died, and then I'm just like, oh God, this is fun. And like, that's literally my thought process. And maybe Leo has the same thing, I don't know. But, even though sometimes I lose close sets, it's still fun. And that's something that always keeps me grounded because I'm just like, I'll lose to Leo. And I'm one of the people that probably takes losses the best for the most part. And I'll be just like, I'll smile as I shake the other person's hand because I'm just like, damn, that set was so fun. Like, that you're so good. And I'm just impressed at the level of play because I want to get there. But hey, top 8 winners, maybe this is my time. I don't know.
Well, from these 2 Pikachu mains, thank you for watching this interview. And for more Genesis Smash coverage, stay tuned here to youtube.com/ESPN Esports.